Odell Beckham lost a lot of respect last night. Hi, I'm Ethan Podell. Today's December 21st, and this is the Podell180. Yesterday against the Carolina Panthers, Odell Beckham and Josh Gordon started basically fighting on the field throughout the game, but Odell kind of kept taking it a step too far and eventually ruined it for everyone. Odell has been so important for the NFL in terms of advertising and his marketers in terms of advertising, and he's also been so good for the Giants in terms of kind of revitalizing a franchise that after a Super Bowl hasn't had any player that they could really put on a billboard and say this is our guy, because the fans really haven't been behind Eli Manning. And there's a couple point of views that you could look at from last night, and honestly there's only one that's really fair, but the first one is that Odell kept going too far with what he was doing. I mean, Odell took a blindside shot to the head of Josh Norman, and there's just no room for that in the NFL with the way the concussion scandals have been going lately. A concussion movie coming out in 4 days on Christmas. I mean, it's just uncalled for, it's ridiculous, and I think he should be suspended, if not one game, for the rest of the season, to prove a point that, one, superstars aren't above other players in this league, because let's be honest, if an average receiver does that, they're getting thrown out of the game immediately. And two, that any player who does this is going to be fined and suspended accordingly. Going to Josh Gordon, to kind of the point of view that he really did start it with, on the fourth play of the game, Odell Beckham broke free, had what looked like a surefire 50-yard touchdown that Odell never drops, goes right through his hands. Josh Gordon got burned, and then the next play, Odell runs downfield, and Josh Gordon basically body slams him to the ground with Odell's hands in the air. And then after that, that's when Odell started going too far, and it looked like he was the aggressor after that point. And, then there's the point of view that they were both equally bad. I mean, yes, Gordon started it, but I mean, come on, Odell. You can't punch people in the helmet throughout the game and expect to get away with it. There was already a Bills game this year where their cornerbacks were revealing that, and now Josh Gordon is saying, this is who he really is. I kind of peeled that mask off of who he was. He's not this amazing guy. This is Odell Beckham, and that's who he is. And I mean, this is a model of who Odell is that's going to be so difficult for him to shake over the next couple of seasons, because any time he acts out, he's going to be in even more of a spotlight that it's going to be essentially impossible for him to ever shake that reputation. I mean, it's just really disappointing, especially as a Giants fan. I own an Odell Beckham jersey. I mean, you go to these games and all the kids are wearing Odell Beckham jerseys. They're all rooting for him, even over the team at times. It's just something that can't happen in our game with players who have that kind of vision and that kind of future. And, yes, he's 22 years old, but come on, Odell, you're making too much money. You've been in the NFL for almost 2 years now. It's just unacceptable, and I really hope he does get fined and suspended accordingly. This has been the Podell180. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you after the new year.